Welcome to Henry's Chatterbox, episode 4. This is episode 4. Today's date is November 13th, 2025. Henry's Chatterbox comes to you from my kitchen table in Newport Richey, Florida. We talk about life topics. We do not talk about politics. We are not professionals. We try to keep it clean with good, wholesome chats. We discuss a specific topic every episode. My name is Henry Berner, and with me today we have on the telephone uh, Charles, who will be join. Can you hear me, Charles?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So in a couple minutes, I'll come back to you to hear your pet peeve story. And we have also Randy here, and Randy does all the technical stuff. I want to just recap real fast on the episodes we just finished because there was so many problems. The sound went and everything. We ended up getting a new router, new equipment, and everything should be in good shape now. So don't get discouraged with us just yet. But when we did the episodes on forgiveness, we found out it was very important to forgive people. How to seek forgiveness? You just reach out to the person and don't make any excuses. Say, "Hey, I did this. I was wrong. Will you forgive me?" Just a direct thing. And oh, what was the other one? I didn't bring the paper in front of me. Why forgive? Oh, and how to forgive. And how you forgive is to try to see the whole situation from the other person's perspective. Okay, moving on to today's topics. Pet peeves. Oh my gosh. When I would ask people about, do you have any pet peeves? Their faces almost lit up. Some of them too many to mention and all that. I've got a list of them here. Um, but we'll go ahead and well, let me just tell you about a couple. One in particular that I remember, and I always think of my mom because she told me years ago about a pet peeve she had, and I believe it was someone that I'm not sure how they was even their relationship, what caused them to talk to each other. But this woman, when she would carry on a conversation with my mom, her glasses would slide down her nose. And I remember my mom was so irritated. She said, I just wanted to reach there and push them back up. I said, well, tell her your glasses is going to fall off. But that was one of her pet peeves, and the mail being late. She hated for the mail to be late. Um, and the first time I heard about pet peeves, I was in high school, and we all had to get up in front of the class and give a little story about our pet peeves. And the first pet peeve I heard was from a girl that said when she goes in the bathroom and somebody did not flush the commode, she said she just wanted to scream to everyone, flush the commode when you go in there. Anyway, so Charles, you ready to give us tell us about your pet peeve?
Yeah, I'm ready. Uh, um, the person that you was just mentioning about them not flushing the toilet, mine's similar to that too.
Oh,
It's
well, let it
it
roll.
was similar to it. It was well, when they did flush, but when they went in to relieve themselves, they left the door open,
Oh,
and
I
so
hate that when people do
and
that.
it was no spray, no nothing. And I mean, some people are a little rougher than others, when it comes to that. And you just really, I mean, it's nothing worse to wake up first thing in the morning and get knocked down
Right.
by some horrific smells. But
And when someone goes to the bathroom, you want them to close the door. I got you.
well, yeah, close the door and use a little spray. Courtesy flush wouldn't hurt either.
Hmm.
But Other than that, the other pet peeve of mine is people not washing their hands when they go to get into the refrigerator. They just go right in there and start digging the lunch meat and the cheese, and
Mm-hmm.
and grabbing the bread and eating out of the potato chip bag, and yeah, it's really. And I'm just cringing the whole time, watching it. They done scratch their belly in their head, wipe their nose,
Right.
and they just go right on over there and just get right in there. And it's I'm thinking about, especially nowadays, all the stuff that's getting all over everything, and I'm getting ready to go in there and try to fix me something to eat, and I'm like, no. But and if they've got that stuff all over their hands, they wipe it on the door. And when you
Mm-hmm.
go grab a hold of the door handle's got some hard, crusty stuff that you just grabbed a hold of. So after you wash your hands, you got to rewash your hands, then clean the daggum door so you get into the
Right.
refrigerator.
I hear what you're saying. So how do you deal with that?
I put a note on the refrigerator. If you go into the refrigerator, please be considerate of others and wash your hands before. Thank you. And the other one, I just flat out just mentioned, hey, put some water on it. They
Yeah.
didn't know what I was talking about. But after they come out, they were like, what was you talking about? And then I tell them, and they get the point. So, I mean, if you live together, you kind of want to be considerate of others. And
Right. Right.
and I just mention it to them. And that's my story.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you, Charles. Um, Randy, you ready to give us a pet peeve, or you want me to read a couple of these off? That I got some
Oh,
interesting
I got a pet
pet
peeve.
peeves.
Oh, I got a pet peeve.
Okay, let it roll.
And I'm not even going to seek forgiveness for this pet peeve.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Oh, I'm just going to put it blatantly. My pet peeve is ignorance. My biggest pet peeve in the world is ignorance. And let me define ignorance. Ignorance is a lack of knowledge or understanding of a situation or event or circumstances that are participating in said event. So one such example would be how to find somebody on YouTube.
Come on now.
Hey, I didn't interrupt nobody else. Another pet peeve is people turn around and ignoring stuff that has already been stated, has already been founded for over 250 years as of next year, and has been a law for 250 years as of next year. And people turn around saying, oh, well, it needs to be changed. I'm sorry, it's in our founding documents. My pet
Wait,
peeve.
now let me
Hold on,
remind you, we
I'm not
don't do
done. I'm not
politics, no
bringing
politics.
politics in it. I'm not done.
Okay.
Basically, you have Google. There's no reason for the ignorance
Um,
in this world.
I hate to interrupt, but I got something I got to do that's important. I'm going to let you guys go and enjoy the show.
Okay, thank you, Charles.
I mean,
You're
yeah, thank you,
welcome. Have a
Charles.
good day, sir.
So now, like I was saying, there is Google, there is Bing, there is all these other things, and heck, even YouTube. You could go on YouTube and go ahead and literally type in how to find somebody on YouTube. And guess what? It's going to give you step-by-step instructions how to do that. It's going to tell you how to subscribe to them. I'm sorry, but I had to bring this pet peeve up because I literally spent 5 years of my life learning something that 3-year-olds can do nowadays. And
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I'm tired of re-explaining to people on how to do things. My biggest pet peeve is I shouldn't have explained it to you once. Ignorance is bliss. It says so everywhere. People is the number one saying. But here's the thing: ignorance also leads to mistakes that cause repeats in history, cause repeats in mistakes, cause repeats in errors, cause repeats in a lot of stuff that people turn around and scream and cry about. How could we repeat this? So the fact of the matter is, my biggest pet peeve is ignorance because it leads to death. It leads to horrible things.
Okay, so thank you. Well, I guess thank you. I'm not sure if I want to thank you, sir. But as far as people not knowing how to do some of the technical stuff, I totally understand that. I'm not good at it. You got to realize I was
Henry,
raised
I understand
what
what you're saying, but everyone knows how to use Google and YouTube. Everyone knows how to use a search bar. I don't want to hear that.
no, not everyone. Some people are just not good. Some people um just didn't is not familiar with this. It's the younger people that do seem to understand it more, and that's just
My
the way
father,
it
who
is.
was 72 when he died in 2003, knew more about computers than people in their 60s and 70s today.
Okay, and that's fine. Some people pick it up. Anyone out there, don't be offended if you don't understand a lot of the technical stuff.
Computers have been
Some
around since
people don't.
1912.
I'm one of them.
Not computers have
What?
been around since 1912. The first
That it
computer was
doesn't
by IBM.
that that doesn't matter, Randy. Some people just don't have it. Um, I think you told me the same thing, something about algebra with you that you didn't understand algebra.
I don't understand it written, but I can figure it out without
And
having it
that
written.
but that's okay. But if somebody has to have something explained to them over and over, they will eventually get it. But let me go on. This episode is about pet peeves. Um, being late, I talked to a few people and got some of their pet peeves. Being late. Um, a lot of people hate that if they've got someone coming over, they're meeting someone, and there's that one person that's always late. You're all standing by your cars, waiting to go in a restaurant because you're going to meet at 8 o'clock for dinner or whatever. And there's always that one person that shows up about 15 minutes late. And that's one of my pet peeves as well. Here's a good one. You go out to eat with someone, you stop at a fast food, you get a cheeseburger and french fries, and you offer to buy them whatever they want, and they want a cheeseburger. And you said, well, don't you want some french fries? No, I don't want any french fries. But then they eat half of your french fries or all of them. And, that's one of my pet peeves. Order what you want and have it.
That's what
Talking
it means
over
to be in a relationship.
what?
That's what it means to be in a relationship.
Oh, that's what it means to be in a relationship, sharing french fries. They should put that in the vows. Do you take this man to be your husband and allow him to eat half of your french fries when you go out?
No, it should be this. Do you take her to be your lawfully wedded wife and allow her to steal half your french fries after she says she didn't want any?
Yeah, right, right. Um, talking over the television or the telephone. I hate it if I'm on the phone and someone just hit me real quick. I got it. I'm like waving my hands at them, or you're listening to TV and you kind of tilt your head and move a little closer to the TV, thinking they'll take a hint, but they don't. They just keep on talking. You grab the remote and turn the volume up real loud. They still don't take a hint. They keep talking. Finally, you just got to tell them, look, I missed what they said, and I was really into this movie. Shopping carts in the grocery stores. I get mad when people do this, but I'm guilty of doing it myself. Leaving my cart right in the middle of an aisle and getting distracted looking for something. Then somebody else can't get by. Let's see. Some people giving you their opinion and you don't agree with it, and they almost want to fight with you because you don't agree with them. They just keep on, and you tell them, well, you bring up some good points, but I don't agree with it. Um, traffic. I think everyone's experienced this one, being irritated with somebody slowing down in front of you, or pulling in front of you, cutting you off, whatever. But anyway, we're going to take a real quick. I want to tell you real quick about my book. Um, trying to get it in. Oh my gosh, how do I do this? This is my book. And if you'd like to order one, you can. Well, it's Scatrivia book, and Scatrivia is a memory game where players observe a short humorous skit acted out by two players, then answers a series of questions about the skit they just saw. the player with the most correct answers wins, or however you might not even want to keep score. But it's a great game for memory and observation enhancement and wholesome fun for all ages. Um, and you can see us get, or if you'd like to order one of the books, you can do so at I've got it wrote down here somewhere. I don't know. I can't see that. www.amazon.com/author/ Henry Berner. And take a look. Anyway, back to the pet peeves. And there's some things that a pet peeve is supposed to be that little thing that bothers you. There are some things that are just outright make you angry. And one of them is, oh, a woman gave me this one today, not keeping a promise when possible. They
They
promise you
promise.
they'll do something and then they don't do it.
Hey,
That
I got the definition of pet peeve here for anyone who wants to figure out they got a pet peeve of their own.
okay, what's the definition of pet peeve?
Pet peeve, noun, informal, something that a particular person finds especially annoying. An example is one of my biggest pet peeves is poor customer service.
Hmm, that makes sense. Um, not keeping. Oh, and language. That's a big pet peeve for me, and it might even be more than a pet peeve. Is somebody using bad language in front of someone would not that would be offended by it. I may use bad language sometime, but if I do, I'm going to make sure I'm around people that's not going to be offended by it. Um, there's and I get very angry when I see people doing that, and I will tell them, you should really watch your language. These people don't like hearing that because some people just don't like bad language. Don't bother me, but um, and canceling at the last minute. That is one of the real biggies for one woman that I talked to today. She said she can't stand that when somebody cancels on her at the last minute. She's made all these plans and all. And I have a really big one. It doesn't make me mad, but and I'm sure you may or may not agree with me, but people come into your house without letting you know they're going to come. How do you know what that person's getting ready to do? That person may have just made their grocery list out and they're going to go shopping, or maybe they're tired, they're going to take a nap, and you just come knocking on the door. Hey, surprise, we come to visit you. Well, oh, now you're coming to visit me. I was just going to take a nap. I'm not feeling good, or I just promised a friend I'd give him a ride to the doctor's office. I'm on my way out the door. So, if you're going to go visit someone, call them. Now, we all have some friends that, we just got that kind of relationship. We're real close to them. Anyway, I guess that's it for the day. I hope this podcast in time it will get a little better. We're learning. I didn't know it was so difficult to do this. You kind of run out of what you're supposed to say. You can't figure right. But anyway, thanks to everyone who is watching, all three or four of you, however many there is. But hopefully we'll get more. Oh, and next week, let me tell you, gosh, we haven't really picked the topic for next week. And I meant to do that before we start. So it's going to be a surprise, whatever it is. But if you've got anything to
Are
say,
you sure we're doing next week and not going to do the day after?
I don't think next week is Thanksgiving. I
Yes,
think
it is.
Thanksgiving is 2 weeks from today.
Let me
Here, I
look.
got a calendar right here. Yeah. Thanksgiving is 2 weeks from today.
The
So next
27th.
Thursday, yeah, the 27th. The 27th. So next week, why don't we make our topic things that we're thankful for? Because it'll be just a week before Thanksgiving. And I got a little poem I can read. It's kind of silly, but it's. Are you still looking to see when Thanksgiving is?
No, I'm reading my text messages.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so next Thursday, the topic's going to be things that you're thankful for and things to be thankful for, and maybe we'll throw some recipes in there, or you know, turkey talk, whatever we want to talk about, so, around Thanksgiving. My email address is henryberner@yahoo.com. If you want to make any remarks about this particular episode or about the upcoming episode, we'll work them into the conversation. And I guess that's it for today. Thanks for joining us, and maybe there'll be more next time. And what'd you tell me to say, Randy, when the closing hit like, or what'd you tell me tell
Don't
people?
forget to like and subscribe that way you can find him easier. Also, don't forget to stay on and look for Nicody and the Wolfpack, or go find Randolph Small for my podcast, which is coming up here in a few minutes. And as well as I'm going to cover his sponsors for his paid sponsorships that are on here. So stick around for a couple minutes and let's get that out of the way. So our first sponsor is actually going to be Rumble Premium, which
Oh, you're doing that now.
looking smarter for the ways you browse and find your favorite content without ads. Go ahead and get Perplexity Pro bundle with the Rumble Premium for just $19.99 a month. And if you go to rumble.com/premium and you save over 30% on this powerful bundle. And don't forget, you can find him live and get the full live episodes on rumble.com. And I do have that link on his Facebook. Also, we're going to go ahead and talk about our coffee. Now, we got Blackout Coffee. Y'all know that I personally like to start my day without two things. Well, I don't like to start my day without two things: standing for what I believe in, which I'm very good at, and a strong cup of coffee. Now, I drink coffee every day. Now, I'm not sure that goes for you or not, the same things, but I drink Blackout Coffee, 100% American company that's unapologetically patriotic, pro Second Amendment, and anti woke. And they don't just roast incredible coffee; they stand for they for the very values that this made this country: God, family, and freedom. Every bag is roasted here in Florida, so it's locally made here in Florida. That's another reason why I like them. Shipped straight to your door, and no corporate garbage, no virtue signaling, just real coffee for real Americans. If you're like me and need to hit the ground running, their Morning Reaper medium, which isn't really my type of thing, is a bold, smooth, and light roast that kicks like a mule. But my personal favorite is a Founding Fathers Dark. Is grab their 1776 blend. Is rich, fearless, and roasted to perfection. Now support a company that actually gives a damn about this country, and go to blackoutcoffee.com/rumble and use code rumble for 20% off your first order. And as Blackout Coffee, wake up, stand up, and never back down. And that's it.
Okay, thank you, Randy, for that. And so now all I got to say is, you know what to do. Now do it. Thank you.
Yeah, like and subscribe and stick around for mine. That's Nicody and
Yeah.
the Wolfpack.
So you turning this off?